So you guys, I have just arrived to this incredible empty, I guess it's not really a field, it's like just a site. I think the council owns it, but yeah, there's not normally people here, although a bunch of guys just rocked up in their four-wheel drive, so I'm just avoiding them, although I plan to shoot over the other side. I can't really do that now, so we're going to be photographing in this field over here. There's a little bit of light still on there, and I think it'll work. I don't know if you can make out, but there's a highway right behind there. Yeah, I think it'll do for now, and shout out to Electra for this insane bike, which I am so excited to ride. Honestly, every single day when I get to the shop, I just plan out the time of day that I'm going to take the bike for a ride. It's kind of bringing me a lot of joy at the moment. Oh, and it's electric, so I can carry like a bunch of stuff on my back and not be dripping in sweat by the time I get to a location, so that's a plus. The wind blowing, it's a pretty easy thing to do, so I'm just setting up the shot now. There are people right up there, but I just have to ignore it, I guess, because we're running out of light, so I've set up the camera now. I'm gonna take a look at the photo, which you can see here, and I'm just gonna use my phone again as a guide to kind of pose and see how things are framed and how things are moving. What we're basically doing, now I've figured it out, is we're capturing the tree movement, and I'm going to be still underneath the tree. So I need to get a bunch of different things. So firstly, leaves of the tree in focus and moving, and then I'm going to retake the shot and get the same leaves out of focus in case I take a shot where like I'm the in focus and we need that to look realistic. Ultimately we could come out with a couple, or maybe one will work, so it's best just to get everything you need while you're out shooting in case you really like a shot later and you know, maybe you don't have the footage to match it. We'll do that and we'll see where this takes us. These three cars right here, I don't know what's going on. We are getting the movement right now of the trees, and hopefully we get a nice big gust of wind. And we're going to focus on maybe a piece of grass in front here so that the tree can be out of focus and we can get the nice strong wind that we want. Another thing to consider too if you're shooting video on an SLR is that often the video format is thinner, so when we're framing our shot, we actually want to make sure that, you know, the subject is between that and however you want to crop it, whether it's oh my gosh, there's crows everywhere. Whether it's 4x5 or landscape or whatever. I'm going to pause it and wait till the wind picks up a lot because I want, oh, it's kind of doing it. Not. You want really dramatic movement with wind so that it's easier to loop. Oftentimes it can be kind of disjointed when you loop it. The more dramatic, I think, or more rapid the movement is, the more that it's not as noticeable when you need to start and finish a loop. photos now and the footage because I just like to do this before I leave a location. You don't want to, you know, travel all this way and then you get back and all, you know, your photos are out of focus or you didn't get the right footage. Awesome. Okay. So I'm just double checking now that we have good composition and basically just a good mood for what you want. You know, it can often take like a good couple of shoots to get what you're after. I'm glad I did this because I'm realizing that there's actually a ton of ones that aren't in focus and I don't know where the focus is. Okay. I think we have it, you guys. I'm just gonna go and say, that's it for the day. Is the lights going, and I kind of put all my energy into the shoot when I wasn't in the best mindset because there were people looking on. But good things can come, you know, even if your shots are out of focus, even if your mood wasn't there, I think you can kind of create from what you have to make it into something that works for you. And I'll do a live edit on these photos because I think it's cool to show how things kind of evolve, and so you guys can understand my vision for the shoot as well, which was pretty basic, but I just think it's cool. Like, you can make up whatever you want to make up on the spot, no matter where you are. You can create out of any situation, and I think that's the beauty of creativity, in all honesty. Like, that's the most beautiful part of it. This is actually where I was going to shoot, play area, but all the cars came up here, so I didn't get to shoot here. But maybe we'll come back because it's such a close area. Also, how beautiful is the earth? Like, how amazing is it? Shots from top down here would be insane. Just like the pink color with all the cracks. Guys, don't put too much pressure on yourself when you're photographing or when you're doing anything creative. I just think it's the worst thing you can do, and it's so much easier said than done, because I know with myself, every time I go to do a shoot, I have really crazy expectations that I know aren't reasonable, but it's almost like a habit in my brain of doing this, and I just need to backtrack and think, you know, this is for the love of it. If you get something out of it, that's a massive bonus, but if you don't, it's an experience, and you need to grow, and you're always going to keep growing. So I think just having the expectation of enjoying, this sounds really cliche, but just enjoying every single moment while you do it, and just being in the environment and present to kind of take things in and learn, then you can actually have the space in your head to create greater things that you can't, I don't believe you can perceive until you're actually in a place. And sometimes those expectations can rob you of your experience. So in saying that too, I think it's amazing to have expectations, but to just know kind of where to put that in your brain when you're creating, and don't let it overcome you. I'm basically talking to myself here. Just a thought that I thought to share. My favorite part about riding to go to shoots or riding to go anywhere is listening to music. How incredible is it? Like, it's such a simple thing, but being able to get on a bike and feel the wind in your hair and just ride is amazing. Just the fact that we have, like, and even cars, like, I'm just having an epiphany right now. We live in such a cool era where we can just get into a car whenever we want and have, like, music at our hands, at our fingertips. There's so many inspiring moments in this life. Alright, I'm gonna go home now, and thoroughly enjoyed this bike ride, and we will get editing soon, you guys. I'll see you soon.